Kia ora whānau. Welcome to the after show of the game between Arsenal and Sporting. What a disappointing result. How do you feel, man?
Disappointed, man. It was such it was a very poor performance, to say the least.
I said 6-0.
Yeah, you did. And I said 2-0. I thought we were at home. Thought we'd have enough in us to pull off a win. But man, I'm just feeling all sorts of disappointment and dejected.
Yeah, I feel like, Sporting is a team we should be beating, right? Top of the league, everyone's on form. It's kind of like a shock to the system.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So let's get into it, man. It's hard to kind of begin.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about it. I just want to put a blanket over me and go to sleep.
Yeah, rather not sit here and talk about it. But
talk about how bad we were, but
you got it. It has to be done.
Yeah. What did you think about the
lineup?
The lineup. Yeah, let's start from the start.
I think we put out a decent lineup. I said obviously didn't watch our videos, so he didn't really put out the lineup we both kind of agreed with. But
you're gonna have to DM in our next video.
But then I was surprised with seeing Jesus start, but I was happy as well for him. Obviously, he looked hungry last game, and it kind of was right to start him because he's someone that always wants to play, and we want to get him on form. Yeah. So I was happy with that. Jorginho, the midfield, I guess, kind of makes sense for the Europa League.
Well, let's see the lineup. We had Ramsdale in goal. Tommy started right back.
Yeah.
Saliba, Gabriel, and Zinchenko. So 4 out of the back 5 is what we normally start anyway.
And Tommy pretty much starts now and then anyway. So it's like our normal back 5, right?
Yeah, and then we had Jorginho, Vieira, and Xhaka. So
again, strong there too.
Strongish, yeah.
You would have. We both would have played Partey.
Yeah, well, in our preview show, we said that we would pretty much start the team that played last weekend, right? We would have started Partey, Odegaard, Xhaka, Trossard, Martinelli, and Saka, with Saka being the only one that I think we said we might have let rest and given someone else a start. But I think there was too many changes.
Yeah, that's what I felt too. It kind of disrupted our flow a little bit.
And it showed because the first 15 minutes it was all Sporting, and we just couldn't keep the ball. We couldn't pass the ball.
We didn't control the game like we normally do. Right?
Our passes were going kind of 2 meters off the player. We weren't moving the ball fast enough. We would get players that would run 4, 5, 6 meters, which we don't usually see them do with the ball.
What do you reckon prompted Arteta to, change the lineup so much? Aside from the back 5, really, he changed pretty much the whole of our.
No idea, man. I don't know.
Is he looking at the Palace game, or do you reckon he's resting up our boys?
He could have been looking at the Palace game and gone that, maybe we need to rest some players and focus on the Premier League as well. And I'm sure with him, he would always back his players, and he probably trusts all the players in the squad, which is why he would have started it today.
It was still strong.
Yeah, we were raving about our bench last video as well. So
that's why I guess we're disappointed because there was guys there that should be doing a job.
Yeah,
and I don't think. There was a lot of poor performances, right?
Jorginho had a very. I think he only did 2 good things that counted in the first half.
Yeah,
and then he had passes that were going places. He was making silly challenges at times. Wasn't getting the ball. But I think we got it wrong from the start. It's easy to say in looking back at it that we got the lineup kind of wrong, and we should have just gone with more.
We did take the lead though.
Yeah, we did. After the first 15 minutes,
Yeah.
Xhaka scores. It's a brilliant move. It's a brilliant ball down to by Jorginho, down to Martinelli, and then Xhaka, that guy.
Left foot. It's always going in.
Late run into the box. Yeah, it was finish, man. It was a finish. It was great, man. But even Martinelli almost scored. I think he was trying to hit it through the keeper's legs, and he just missed up by that much, and the keeper got a good stop to it. But Xhaka followed it up. And then the next 5 minutes, I think, we had more.
Yeah, we were kind of better after we scored. Do you reckon the injuries that we had? I think Tommy was the first one. Kind of, ruined our dominance of the game after we scored.
Yeah, well, I think Tommy got injured before. He was the first one, like you said, and then we had Saliba go off as well. Unfortunately. Yeah. Holding came on. Ben White came on. Yeah. Holding, I thought Holding had a pretty decent game, to be honest. I don't think the backline really disrupted our flow too much. I think our flow was disrupted from the start. We never really got going.
Yeah, we never really had.
Yeah, I don't think injuries played a part in our defeat today. Might play a part going forward down the season for the rest of the season. What do we have left?
I hope both of them are okay because, like we said, both are starting players. Yeah, both are part of our first team.
I think while we're talking about the subs and Ben White coming on, it's a bit of a concern for me. I don't know how you feel, but Ben White, the last couple of weeks, he's been kind of
he hasn't been himself, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been. He doesn't look assured. I think the first half of the season he was really, really assured. Every time he got the ball, he was so strong. He, people couldn't take it off him. He was good at shielding it. He was good to get to the ball first, and he used to link up well. Now, the last couple of weeks, last month actually, I've seen him, and he just doesn't look assured. He's not first to the ball. No. He doesn't have the same composure. There's a lot of times when he just loses. He runs to the ball and he just smashes it out, and you're just like, bro, you had time. You had so much time to turn and take a touch, and he just smashes it out. There's one instance today where he was running towards the ball, and instead of taking it on his first touch, he let it bounce, and then it was coming down again, and he ran towards it, and he just stopped. Yeah. I think he got scared. He saw the Sporting guy come through, and he just kind of stopped, and he just let the Sporting guy take the ball and run through on goal.
He looks a little bit off pace. I mean, he has done for the last 2-3 games. I think even last game I was saying, maybe we should start Tommy.
Yeah, and I think that's why he did start Tommy today. Yeah, maybe because.
And I think he's got some sort of fitness issue or something. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I feel like he has been a bit below par. In the last few weeks. Yeah, I mean,
disappointing.
Dumped out again.
Dumped out of Europe again after last year not being in it. I was pretty excited that we're back in Europe.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we could do the double.
Yeah, I thought we could do the way we. I see. The disappointing thing is not the result. The disappointing thing is the performance because in a game in sports you're always going to win or lose. Yeah. And it's a cup competition, but the way we played is.
But to be honest, I mean, you're right. But we didn't lose the game. I mean, we lost on penalties. But even with the below par performance again,
didn't lose the game in normal time.
What do you feel about that? Any positive? I mean, we've been quite critical and negative, but any positives?
It's hard to take away positives when when you're feeling so low. But I thought Xhaka was good. I thought we had some really good in the second half once Partey came on, and especially when Odegaard came on in the last final bit. I think we had a lot more, and Saka. We had a lot more control, a lot more dominance. We had a lot more flow to our passing. Yeah.
Because those guys are gelled together, right?
Yeah.
And you could see it.
Yeah, you could see it. As soon as those guys came on, it was different. It was different. The way we passed, the way we moved was different. I don't like the desire. I think the desire was there, but we just weren't executing anything at all.
Yeah. I think the most disappointing thing for me is losing at home, the crowd was on it again today, and just a crap way to go out.
Yeah, it's another cup competition we're out of.
Yeah.
Another competition we're out of, and all we have now left is the Premier League, and we just gotta hope that this disappointment doesn't linger on too long with the team. Got a game in 2 days again.
Yeah.
3. 2 or 3, yeah. And so you just hope it doesn't affect the Premier League now, because that's all we have left to fight for.
Yeah.
I was quite disappointed not to see Tierney actually today.
Yeah.
Again,
not sure why he's not.
Tierney, Emil Smith-Rowe. These guys are kind of they have a lot of energy to run up and down, and in a game where you're chasing and you need to win.
You need those sort of guys to come on and make an impact there.
I don't know what it means for them. I don't know what it means for Tierney. But now with Tommy out, you might see him play. But
do you reckon all of this is like a good wake-up call for Arteta? Like, I mean, yeah, you're right. We've only got the Premier League now to play for. 11 games to go, and no other tournaments, nothing else to distract the boys. But do you reckon we can bounce back from this?
Yeah, I think so. I think once, because now it's just going to be one game a week, and it's going to be, we're probably going to see the same 11 play every week that we expect to see. So I think we will, and I think those players are going to be up for it. And yeah, let's just see.
Let's hope we bounce back.
Yeah, another disappointing result. I haven't seen a lot of these
this year.
Yeah, but they've come when we absolutely didn't need them to.
You can say that every time though, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, another cup competition exited. That's alright.
We'll go again in a few days.
Let's go again. Let's get another one against Crystal Palace.